Well, Neha Dhupia is a well-known face on Indian screens, having played roles in numerous films and television shows.
Well, the actress is also known for her active lifestyle. I spoke to her about her own fitness regimen and asked her for tips on how anyone can stay in shape even if they don't go to the gym. Hello and welcome to another episode of Wake Up India Special. Today we have with us Neha Dhupia, the actress. Really needs no introduction. We're going to be talking about fitness today. Neha, let me get the most obvious question out of the way first. How do you stay fit?
Oh my God, how do I stay fit? I'm telling you, it's a lot of work to stay fit. It's something that has to just be a part of your life. And I stay fit because I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses saying, oh, I've had a long day, so I'm not going to be hitting the gym, or I have friends and family visiting, so I'm not hitting the gym, and I don't feel up to it, and my life is too stressful, so I can't hit the gym. The whole point is to hit the gym no matter what. It could be yoga, Pilates, anything. So I stay fit because I tell myself that I have no other choice. I don't give myself a choice.
What do you do in the mornings? I mean, is that where you begin your regime? There's a morning regime that you go through?
Yes, absolutely. Right now, I'm actually into running a lot. So, I mean, speaking of, because I've been into fitness for so many years that I kind of keep changing my routine a lot. I mean, to just tell the viewers as to what I'm doing right now is just I wake up and I, of course, make sure I kickstart my day with some food. I don't starve myself, and a little bit of food, and then I go for a run. It could be anything from, you might not believe it, from 5 to 15 kilometers, depending on...
That's quite a lot. I mean, I was about to say 15 kilometers sounds intimidating for most people.
Yeah, it does, but you know, it's what your body can do, and what your body, what you think your body can do and what your body can actually do are two completely different things. I thought I couldn't even run a mile, but today, I mean, on a Sunday, if I have time, I even go up to 15 kilometers, and not at the expense of showing off, but it's just the most amazing feeling once you're done. When you start stretching your muscles and you feel the blood rush, it's just amazing. But to answer your question, what is it that I do? I wake up to, you know, a small little meal, a cup of tea.
Typically, what would that meal be?
The meal would usually be, you know, it could be anything from a vegetarian, you know, sandwich on like a whole wheat toast, just one toast and a cup of tea, really small, or an apple or a banana, or just a bowl of oats. But I mean, you don't need to exercise empty stomach. A lot of people feel like you burn calories, but you've burned calories and you're exhausted because, you know, you slept for 8 hours. So you've exhausted everything your body has. You've got to refuel it for it to burn more. So it's an interesting thing. The downside of fitness or knowing so much is that the more you know, the more you experiment. The more you experiment, the more you expect. So, you know, it's a bit of a vicious circle, but follow a pattern, you see results in 12 weeks. That's a set routine. The more orthodox you are, the better it is when you work out. By that I mean just get your pair of sneakers, get your iPod going, and then just go for a run. Stick to basic things. Don't try anything new and scientific.
I was going to come to you know, people saying, oh, I've put on a little bit of weight. I've lost a bit of weight, and now I'm going to you know, try and experiment and see how things go. And that's actually typically what happens to me, is that if I put on 5 kilos, I wait to lose 5 kilos, and then I say, okay, I'm done, and then I relax. How do you beat that?
Oh, it's a tough one, but it's an interesting one. Everybody goes through that, and you know, even if you're saying 5 kilos, and that's a really big target, but you know, people who even lose 1 pound, I mean, you need to burn 3,500 calories to actually lose 1 pound. So that's a lot of work that goes in. So that's a little over half a kg. And if you do that, you're like, oh my God, I've just done so much, and I feel so light, and you know, I don't have any fat here or here, and then that's where your discipline and your determination comes in, and you need to use your mind, because if you feel so good when you've lost 1 pound or 5 kilos, imagine if you lost more, how much better you'd feel. But typically the myth about fitness is you have to be size 0, or you have to be thin to be fit. Being thin and being size 0 and being fit are 3 completely different things. Everybody who's thin is not necessarily fit. Everybody who's fit is not necessarily a size 0, and everybody who's size 0 is not necessarily fit. So, you know, it's just a bunch of things. So weight loss I don't know if it's got that much to do with being fit. But yes, everybody wants to look thin, and that's the thing. Everybody wants to look like they're straight out of a beauty magazine, which is also unfair, because everybody who's in a beauty magazine does not really look like the way they look in there. So, you know, it's just Photoshop, and don't drive yourself crazy. Set yourself targets, and you should know your limitations. You should know what your body can do, what you can't do. And for me, I think the most important thing is I have my limitations, and I work around that. I don't. I'm totally okay saying this even on national network. I'm an extremely curvy woman, and I like that, and I'd like to maintain that. But I know that today, if I have to run faster than you, I probably could.
I'm pretty sure of it. The other thing that people are worried about now is, it doesn't look like it. It's pretty sunny right now, but it is winter.
Yeah.
And people tend to put on more pounds in the winter. So how do you fight that?
You actually put on more pounds in the winter only because you get far more lazy and lethargic. I mean, this is the whole thing about saying that, oh, you're you don't have enough of, you have a lot more food. You're actually not eating more. It's just that everything firstly is getting concealed under those layers. So you're not seeing what is actually going wrong. And no, you look great, but you don't have to have a bikini bod. You're not hitting the pool. And it's just, yes, it's true that the more you sweat, the less hungry you feel, but you need to hydrate your body. But the most important thing is tell yourself, no matter what, like I started, there are no excuses, and weather is like the smallest excuse. I've seen people who don't go for a run in the rain. It's the most amazing thing to run in the rain. Or people who don't run in the winter, because this is the right time to run, because you can just run and do a lot more because you're sweating lesser. So don't make excuses. Just go out there, get your sneakers, get your iPod, get your running gear in place and run. It's not like you're in snow or in snow-clad peaks. It's just Delhi winter.